Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Following a sold-out run at Paper Mill, Disney's new musical Newsies has opened on Broadway, and I'm here at the Nederlander Theater to celebrate with the cast, led by Broadway's newest breakout star, Jeremy Jordan, just minutes after their opening night curtain rang down.
There's change coming once and for all. You makes the front page, and menu is major news. Tomorrow they'll see what we are, and sure as a star, we ain't come this far to lose. Look at me, I'm the king of New York. Suddenly, I'm respectable, staring right at your lousy with stature. Glory be, I'm the king of New York. Victory, front page story, gods and glory, I'm the king.
Congratulations, Broadway debut.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
Oh my gosh, I keep saying this, but it's a dream come true. I mean, I used to dream of this when I was little and write in my journal. I hope that one day I can be on Broadway, and now it's a reality. And I thought about that when I took my vow. I'm like, I used to think about this when I was 8 years old, and now here it is. It's really cool. I will never, ever forget this night.
But this was extra special tonight. I mean, you all stopped the show, in the middle of a show.
Wait, what?
You stopped the show. They stood up on their
and
feet.
seize
Yeah,
the
standing
day.
ovation, yeah.
Yeah, I know. That happened the first night when they stood up during Seize the Day, and I'm looking at them at that point, and I see their faces, and some of them get tears in their eyes because half of us are making our Broadway debut, which is so exciting, and that's another thrill on top of opening this fantastic show. And to see that, it brought tears to my eyes. It's really incredible. Kara came out instead of Catherine.
Talk about this great score.
I mean, it's a score by Alan Menken. You can't go wrong. I mean, he's done everything and anything, and it's an unbelievable honor he's written original songs for the show, and to sing those, I never thought that would happen. It's so wonderful. He's incredible.
And the book, the role that Harvey's written for you.
Thank you, Harvey. I mean, in the movie, she, the Sarah character was pretty non-existent, the love interest. So in this, it's really it's a great twist that he's created, and it's a really cool character that he's brought to this piece, and I just hope I do it justice.
You do a beautiful job. Talk about working with your director, Jeff Calhoun, and the choreographer, Christopher Gattelli.
I haven't had this much fun in so long. They create such a great, safe, fun environment in which we work, and so that the actors can grow, and we make choices, and they may be bad choices, and we fall on our face. But then they're like, it's okay, just try this, and that's such a great environment to be in. They are the best. Chris and Jeff are just awesome.
And talk about your leading man, what it's like working with Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy Jordan. He's fantastic. I mean, he is a star, and he deserves every single thing that he has coming his way. And it's an honor to be sharing the stage with him. It's so easy. He's so good. You're just like, oh, yeah. He's just, it's awesome.
So what's been the best part of the experience for you?
Making my Broadway debut. Absolutely the best part. It's awesome.
Congratulations. How do you feel tonight?
I feel incredible. I've never been involved in a show where I've been so proud to be standing out there on opening night. The incredible reception from the crowd. We got a standing ovation mid-show, which that's crazy. I've never been in an audience where an audience has done that. I've never been in a show where that's happened. So it's been just overwhelmingly exciting.
Talk about the role and what you love about it.
Well, I get to play Crutchy. He's the handicapped newsie. I really love the way that Harvey's written him. He's not really the archetype, kind of Tiny Tim, like sad, sympathetic character. He really fancies himself to be just as tough as any guy out there. I think it's really fun to play. He gets a lot of great, dry one-liners. He's really sarcastic and is just a really fun, tough guy.
And his great score.
The score is incredible. I grew up watching this movie. Alan Menken and Jack Feldman have been two household names for me. I don't think there's a single boy in this entire cast who, if you opened his audition book, you wouldn't find an Alan Menken song. So getting to work with him throughout this whole process has been incredible, and to get to sing his songs every night. And Jack Feldman's crisp, witty, incredible lyrics paired with Alan's score is just really thrilling.
Opening night, Newsies, Broadway, how does it feel?
It feels like magic, pure magic. It is this sweet show that's so full of heart and soul, and the audience is electric. It feels like an amazing gift.
I was here the other night. There was nothing like the audience. I go to every show, and the audience the other night was electric.
And it's like that every night. You know, it happened the first couple of nights, and you sort of think it's a fluke or something, and then you realize it's not a fluke. It's the show, it's the story, it's this company, and it is an extraordinary piece to be a part of. The people on and off stage, it's a joy. It's a joy.
Talk about the lovely role you get to play.
I get to play Meta Larkin, and she is this theater owner. I like to say she's got friends in high places and probably a couple in low places, right? But she's got this sweet spot in her heart for Jack Kelly and these kids, and she believes in their story, believes in their fight, and she gets to sort of play this kind of mother figure throughout the piece, which I love, because sometimes even backstage I feel like mama love to these, because we have such a young company, and it's just lovely. It's lovely.
So many debuts.
So many debuts, right? It's all of this sort of youthful exuberance, and it's infectious. It's like I was saying just a minute ago, John Dawson and I, we look at each other and sort of pinch each other and go, wow, when does this happen that you get to be around this kind of joy, like genuine joy of these young people making their debuts on the Broadway stage? It's amazing. It's amazing.
And this great score.
Oh, the score is brilliant. It is brilliant. I can hum along with everything, and you hear people leaving the theater humming along. That's what it's all about, right? And great lyrics by Jack Feldman. It is just, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Now, who's making their debuts tonight?
Oh, I was like, both. Nope, me.
So did you give them any insight into what tonight was going to be like?
I think a lot of the debuts are really surprised about how energetic and how crazy this night is, but we didn't really talk about it before.
So what was tonight like for you?
It was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, it's been really cool ever since we've opened. I felt like we were already open during previews, but it was so cool because we love when the crowd is involved and when they stand after Seize the Day, and when they're involved with us, it makes it a lot of fun. So.
Let's talk about the roles that you play.
Okay, I play JoJo as a newsie and then Darcy, so it's fun because I get to be like kid in the street and then I go to professional man with a suit, so that's pretty fun.
I play Specs. He's one of the newsies, one of the glasses.
And just talk about the dancing is amazing. Talk about Christopher's dancing.
Christopher Catelli is such an incredible choreographer. He's been one of the coolest guys to work with, and he's so easygoing, and he likes to let you feel comfortable with what you do. So,
yeah, he really brings a piece of us into the choreography. He plays to our strengths, and that's really rare in a choreographer, I think, and I think it's really wonderful.
What was today like for you?
Today was, oh gosh, like I woke up and I was just like, okay, this is opening night. And from the beginning, I was just like, okay, let's get prepared. And
So what time did you get to the theater? What were the rituals beforehand? Opening night gifts? What happened?
I got to the theater at like 4 or 4:30, and it was so cool because like I walked into the dressing room and it was filled with like flowers and gifts, and everyone was so excited. And then at 5:30 we did the gypsy robe ceremony, and that was really cool. Aaron Albano got the gypsy robe.
So talk about the role that you play.
I play Romeo in the show. He's like the flirt of the Newsies, definitely the ladies' man. Doesn't necessarily work when he flirts, but hey, he doesn't stop trying.
And talk about the dancing you do, Christopher Catelli's dances.
Oh, Mr. Catelli's choreography is amazing. To do it, it's just like so awesome. Definitely like in Seize the Day and King New York, there's so much that we do, but it's so awesome because like I personally do like back handsprings and layouts and whatnot, and it's an awesome show.
Favorite part of the show for you is what?
Favorite part is Seize the Day, definitely.
Why is that?
Just because like it's so full of energy, and that's when we're uniting against Pulitzer and like taking a stand, and it's just like so awesome that we're all just like boom.
Congratulations, Broadway debut. For you, your Broadway debut. So
I did West Side Story right before this.
at the Palace.
I did. I was a swing. I actually covered Kyle Kaufman and Ryan Steele, who are Newsies in this.
How does it feel tonight? Broadway opening Newsies.
An absolute dream come true. I mean, it's always been like the little engine that could, and finally we all got here, and it's just the passion came through in the audience, and just it's infectious, and we're all just so glad to be here.
And for you?
Yeah, just absolutely. You know, the camaraderie between us all is just so tight-knit. It's such a tight-knit group of guys, and we just love hanging out with each other. And just the whole process from Paper Mill to this has just been incredible.
Because no one had any idea when you were at Paper Mill that Broadway was down the road.
No way.
I mean, it was just a regional production. That's what we were told, and that's what we all thought. So we were all, I mean, we did that production knowing that this could be it. And so to have this second chance is just so, just a nice surprise. And it's awesome.
Favorite part of the show for the two of you is what?
When I catch the broom in King of New York.
Yeah, I would agree. King of New York all the way. It's awesome.
It stops the show.
Yeah, did today. Oh, man. What a night.
Yeah, man.
Talk about the roles that you play.
I play Oscar Delancey, who is the brother of Morris Delancey, and we are employed at the World, and we distribute the papers to the Newsies.
Yes, we're also antagonists. You know, you have to have some bad guys in there. And we beat up Newsies, and they also beat us up too.
And Christopher Gattelli's choreography. Talk about what it's like dancing his steps.
It's an absolute, it's a pleasure. It's to work with such an icon who's going to be a legend, and he's hitting his prime right at this time. So it's a pleasure to be able to see him about to explode, and to everything he does tells a story. And it's so thrilling and fulfilling to dance his choreography.
For you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, in rehearsals, just working with him, everything has to be motivated by something, and you see it with each individual Newsie that there's a separate character there, and it just totally shows on stage, and it's all thanks to him mostly. Yeah.
Broadway debut?
Broadway debut.
How does it feel?
I gotta tell you, it is kind of indescribable. It is something I've been dreaming about my whole life, and so now that it's finally happening, it's a dream come true. It's electric.
What was today like for you?
Today was pretty low key. I actually started getting a little bit of butterflies, or like when I woke up, and we've been doing the show now for a couple of weeks, so it's not a new thing or anything. So it's been a really exciting day, and it wasn't as rushed as I thought it was going to be. I feel like I had time to do everything I needed to do, but it's been very exciting. And my first Gypsy Robe ceremony, amazing, so cool, such an awesome Broadway tradition. And the show and the audience. I mean, it was all amazing.
Talk about the role that you play and what you love about Harvey's book.
Yeah. Oh, Harvey's book is fantastic, especially this time, from Paper Mill. It's so much more cohesive, and it's got such a flow to the storytelling, and it's really amazing to play. Davy is such an amazing character to play. I mean, we get to see him come out of his shell. We get to see him grow up in these 2.5 hours. After the world will know, once the Newsies figure out we got to do something to stop these newspaper tycoons, that's when Davy sort of realizes, oh, we have the power to make a change, with Jack and Crutchy and all the other boys. So this role it's fabulous to play. He gets an excellent arc, and it's amazing. He starts the show really sweet and timid, and he grows into a fighter, someone who stands up for something he believes in, and that's a pleasure as an actor. It's very fulfilling, and it's very exciting.
And this great score?
Oh, Alan Menken is a legend. His score is iconic, and it's one anthem after the next. So to be able to sing that every night, it makes my job really easy. And the responses from the audience are so electric, it fuels us to keep going for more. So you couldn't ask for a better score.
I was here the other night. The audience, from the second I walked in the theater, it was electric. It's been like that all the time here, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We're all in shock every night. And tonight, the whole audience got on their feet after Seize the Day. We were all in tears. It's something really special, and we're all pinching ourselves.
How do you feel tonight?
I feel great. It's so exciting. It's so great. It's so much fun.
Talk about the role that you play.
Well, I play a role. He's a newsboy named Les. He has a big brother named Davey, and he's kind of the one that tries to fit in, and he really gets close to some of the newsies, and he's very tough, but also when he is in a position, he is sometimes very shy.
Did you know the movie before you got cast in the show?
Actually, I didn't, but when I did get casted for the show, I got the movie right away.
So what do you love about the story and the songs?
Well, I think it's really cool because it's really fun to be in, but it's also really educational for the people that want to know, and it's really cool to be a part of the 1899 Newsboys strike because it's very interesting.
How many times have you been on Broadway?
Well, one other time in Mary Poppins, Disney's Mary Poppins. It was so much fun. I got to play the role of Michael Banks.
So that's right across the street, right?
Oh yeah, right across the street. Yeah, the stage door's on 41st Street. I can't believe I'm not going to that stage door anymore. It just feels so different because I used to always just walk in there and it just felt so normal. Now I'm going the opposite way.
But you're on the same street.
Yeah, that's good because I visit them a lot when I am off.
What's the best part about being on Broadway for you?
I really like coming out after a show and people screaming, and because it really shows that they enjoyed it.
Congratulations, opening night. How does it feel?
It feels so great. I mean, the show is amazing, the cast is amazing, the creative team is amazing. It was just so great tonight.
So talk about the role that you play.
Well, in Newsies, I'm a character named Les, and he's basically this feisty little kid who looks up to everyone. He basically wants to be a big, tough newsie, and he really is a funny guy, and he just wants to have fun.
You do a lot of fun stuff in this show, like rolling barrels. Tell me what you do in the show.
Probably the most fun thing I do in the show is being tipped over in a barrel and rolled around. That's really fun. And the whole fight is just so amazing. I mean, the fight directors and captains are just great working with you. And I mean, I'm climbing ladders on this crazy, amazing set. It's great.
Talk about the cast.
The cast is amazing. Everyone's like brothers. We all know each other so well. And it's just a huge, big family.
Now, this is not your first time on Broadway, is it?
No, it is actually my 4th Broadway show. And
Talk about your others.
well, my first Broadway show was called Waiting for Godot. My second Broadway show was Mary Poppins, also a Disney show. My third Broadway show was Elf, and then I went straight into this.
So there you are, your first Broadway show with Nathan Lane, Bill Irwin, John Glover. I mean, how cool was that?
It was amazing to be working with such stars on only my first Broadway show was such an experience.
How old were you then?
Jeez, I must have been like 7 or 8 or 6.
Now you're a veteran.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I think I've been acting for 5 years now, so.
So what was tonight like? Curtain call, Broadway opening, when everyone was standing on their feet. How'd you feel?
It was so thrilling, and adrenaline just kicked in, and you could just feel everyone just loved loved Newsies so much, and it was just such a great experience.
Well, congratulations. Opening night Newsies. How do you feel?
Unbelievable. This is the craziest feeling ever. We're just so grateful and so proud to be here, and we feel like we're on top of the world right now. It's crazy.
So you did Paper Mill too, right?
Yes.
And no one knew at the time that Broadway was going to be, somewhere down the road.
No, I mean, from what we've all been told, that it was initially meant for, schools and regional and community theaters, and it wasn't an option, but people, rallied for it, and the fans loved it, and so that's why we're here today.
So how did tonight feel, Broadway opening?
It's unbelievable. I mean, words can't express, what this feels like. This is such a dream come true for everyone, and we're all just so proud and grateful to be here.
And Talk about the role that you play.
I played the role of Albert. He is kind of a wisecracker. He is very sarcastic, but it's always with good intention. He likes to play tricks on, some of the other Newsies, but, when times get tough, he's always there to, support his fellow guys, and he's got their back all the time. He's a fun guy.
Your favorite part of the show is what?
My favorite part would be The World Will Know. I think it's, kind of the epic anthem ballad of the show. It's kind of where the show really takes off, in my opinion, and it's just so easy to get into it, and it's just so exhilarating. And yeah, I think it's like the, defining moment when the Newsboys come together.
Broadway opening, Newsies. Guys, how does it feel?
Oh my God, it is a dream come true to be part of this show. I mean, what a show to be a part of for your Broadway debut, both of us.
So amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what to expect because it's my first musical, and I came in today and it was just like mayhem, and I just like, wow, I was like, is this what opening night is like?
Yeah.
And I was just looking around.
We came in and our dressing rooms, the stations, flooded with cards and gifts.
Yeah.
I never even imagined that. I mean, or the Seize the Day, at the end of Seize the Day, we get the standing ovation. Nothing like that energy. I've never felt anything like that before.
This is Broadway.
Yeah, this is Broadway. Welcome to Broadway.
Talk about the roles that you play.
I play Spot Conlon, the leader of Brooklyn, and I'm very proud to play this part. My whole family came from Brooklyn, so I live in Staten Island now, but I know what it's like to be a Brooklyn boy. I'm basically raised one, so it's an honor.
And for you?
I play the role of Sniper and Scab, so I'm like one of the Newsy boys, and then the Scab, like I throw down the paper, and I think it kind of changes from the whole thing where it's like the strike kind of begins because everyone joins together and seizes the day.
Favorite part of the show?
It would have to be probably, well, I really like both Seize the Day and King of New York because it's like Seize the Day like feels good in like kind of like a yeah way, and King of New York feels good in like a. It just, you know what I mean? It's different, but
Yours are the same.
Actually, mine is The World Will Know because it's a chance to really just act that number and just deliver all that angst that we have to Pulitzer and just be men, so.
No better way to make a Broadway debut than with Disney and the Newsies.
Definitely not, absolutely not.
Now, who's making their debuts tonight? So what was it like tonight, Broadway debut?
A dream come true. It was amazing. The crowd was so much fun, and I could not stop smiling the whole night. It was a blast. And
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. It was, like Ryan said, a dream come true. The crowd was incredible, and just the energy and the feel of it is very surreal and outstandingly fun.
So what did you tell the guys about tonight, what it was going to be like?
I said just be prepared for craziness. And to be honest with you, it's beyond any opening night I've ever experienced before. So I honestly didn't know what to expect going into it, but a bunch of energy and just let's do our show and have a good time. So that's it.
Talk about the roles that you play.
In the show, I play Mush, and I'm also a Brooklyn Newsies. So.
I play Elmer, and I'm a stagehand.
I play Race, the guy with the scar, and that's really it. I also am a patron in one of the scenes, but Race, yeah.
You guys are all so great. Talk about doing Christopher Catelli's dances and choreography.
It was one of the most inspiring experiences to work with a choreographer that lets you be yourself through his movement and also speak the way you speak, but gives you focus and gives you, dynamics and gives you storytelling through every step. There's nothing arbitrary. It's brilliant. And then to work with these guys and everybody's pushing, and it's a great brotherhood, like competitive competition, but we're in a good way. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, Chris's choreography is just absolutely outstanding. It's physical and it's fun, and it helps perpetuate the plot, and it's I mean, in my opinion, but there's nothing like it, and it's great because he gives us input, but so you feel like you have a part to play, and it's really fantastic.
And for you?
There are very few opportunities where you get to dance like guys and be with a group of guys and just have that companionship, and I think that's awesome. And I think they really brought that to life with tumbling, with our tricks, just with the way we interact with each other on stage. And I think they just really brought that to life, just a group of boys fighting for something, and that's what I loved about the show.
Talk about what tonight meant to you.
I mean, it's pretty special. Just the fact that something that I didn't think I was going to be able to do, we're here now, and
all the stuff that's been leading up to this, the past 6 months, Newsies, then on to Bonnie and Clyde, then my movie, and then back to Newsies. It's like the completion of this incredible journey for me, and I'm ready to take a breath.
Oh, I can imagine. You haven't stopped.
No, I really haven't. And I think we have a day off tomorrow, so that's good.
I hope you can sleep tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
Tell me what it's been like working on the show all over again.
It's been great. I mean, it fit like an old glove. You know, you just put it right back on, and then you find new stuff with it, and it was very. I don't want to say easy, but it was smooth. It was a great, smooth transition. So we got more chances to play because we already knew we had a great show. So all we had to do was make it even greater, find better character choices, improve a few songs, add some new dancey stuff, and suddenly it's taken that next step to Broadway.
Talk about this great book and this great score.
The book and the score. I mean, Harvey has really been the key to unlocking Newsies on Broadway. I mean, they've been trying to make it for a long time, and they kind of put it on a shelf, and he came, and it's suddenly a few key changes and a little bit of humor that only Harvey can bring, and suddenly we're hopefully a hit on Broadway, though it seems like we are. And the music, Jack Feldman and Alan Menken have really made such an iconic score. They've improved upon their songs that were so wonderful back in the day that we all knew so well, and that they've written some really great new ones too. I mean,
it's a great company of actors you get to work with. Talk about that.
What? Oh, he's talking about me. Oops, he chose me and I didn't choose him for an answer. The actors are great. I mean, they're a young, vibrant group of people. Some of these guys are just brand new. They're making their debuts. It's an energy that you can it's palpable on stage, and it's great because I feel like the Newsboys look to me, and it's great to feel like I'm leading them on this journey. I mean, I couldn't be more humbled and proud to do that, and the older cast members are great. It's just a great, happy family. Nobody's a diva. Nobody's above it all. Everybody's in it for the same reasons, and we're all smile and laugh all day long, and there's really no drama at all, and that's saying a lot.
And your beautiful leading lady.
Cara Lindsay, she's a dream. I mean,
her Broadway debut.
She is. I mean, long overdue. She's just wonderful. She's got a great wit and sense of humor, and a beautiful voice. It's really a treat to work with her.
So what was it like tonight? Seize the day, standing ovation, middle of the show.
It's not the first time it's happened. It's happened for a bunch of shows so far. I mean, people feel the joy that we feel being on that stage, and I think it just the energy just is catapulted onto the audience, and so many people just can't help it. I imagine. I don't really know. I guess I'd have to be in the audience to know what that felt like. But for us, it's pretty hard because we're holding a pose, and we had to try not to break it. But it's just like you just want to smile.
My final question is: what was the best part of today for you?
The best part of today for opening, it's always before opening. Everyone gives each other gifts, and you could feel the love being spread around, and the excitement and the joy, and there's nothing like that.